Hey guys, I'm Alex on Time Machine. Today I've been reviewing my Asus transformer book Flip TP300L DW078H. Wow. Cool looking Lamborghini there. Let's go and get started and see what's inside. Well, this is it, the Asus transformer book Flip TP300L and DW078H laptop review. Of course, I start with design. The design is actually, okay, of course, the lid is made of a brushed aluminum, which is really nice. It gives a elegant yet classy design. Yeah, so it's just like a fashion accessory than a laptop. Exclude other than the ZenBook, which is the Asus's best design notebook, or Ultrabook. This is actually not an Ultrabook, as you can see. It's rather thick. I don't have a ruler in here. I don't have one. But it's definitely like an inch or maybe, okay. Maybe I have a ruler. No. Why I don't have a ruler here? Let me see comparison with my old phone here. Definitely 10 millimeters with like this condition, because the lid is actually pretty thin. But you might think, oh, it's gonna flex. No, it won't. Since it's made from aluminum or maybe metal, it won't gonna flex. So on the left side, you see the ports here. Of course, you can see the angular design, which when you flip, it won't scratch your screen like if you're like on the normal notebook, which has the hump in here, or maybe something that blocks there. Please focus please. I can't focus there. Okay, let me just block that thing out. Okay. I can't. Okay, so Kensington at the left side you have the Kensington lock, USB 2, full size SD card slot, which is very handy. When it will stick out, but if you use it temporarily, it's okay. But if you stuck a card long last here, it's not very good, at least for your opinion. I use our opinion. Okay, the power button here, volume rocker, the Windows key, and if you saw my screen is flashing because maybe they want to boot in Windows, but they boot straight to desktop, so they're having a little bit problem there. So maybe I'll fix that. On the front, there's nothing but a status LED, one for power, battery, and hard drive LED indicator. On the right side, where the magic happens. Oh, sorry. Oh, my precious laptop. This is my new laptop rather than the Ubuntu ones, the HP ones, which I installed Ubuntu and dual booting, but it sucks. And the GPU blown out. If you're interested, that is a HP TX 1000, which is the most crappiest and my first notebook at the time. Okay, enough that. Right side, you got the 3.5mm headphone jack, which is really good for those who use a earbuds or earphone. But if you use a gaming headset, which has a mic and headphone, which you have to put a splitter on that the manufacturer provided for you. You have the two USB 3 ports. That one is a USB 2 on the left side. full-size HDMI port. Well, this is very good if you don't have a mini USB or the mini HDMI or my mini HDMI to full-size HDMI port. You can directly buy a HDMI to HDMI port. There's no HDMI going on there. The DC in or charger port. And by the way, I will show you the I will show you the charger that comes with it, but because it's different. At the back, you got nothing but hinges. What's cool about this notebook or laptop is this laptop copies the Lenovo Yoga 2 form factor, which this hinge can flip up to 360 degrees without any issues at all. And by the way, the hinges are plastic, just like the Lenovo Yoga. But unlike the Lenovo Yoga, this hinge is run across from left to right, not unlike the Lenovo, which has two hinges separately. What's going on this is actually they want to give a smoother transition when you go to tablet. Let me just demonstrate to you. Okay, and by the way, let me just show you. Okay, since there's a single hinge all the way across, when you first lift it up, the hinge is actually activating. Both of the hinges activating. I mean the top part and the bottom part. I'm just showing you. This is very heavy machine. Okay, as you can see, flip it to presentation mode. I don't know if you can see that. Maybe I'll put a LED here. Okay, flashlight. I have a flashlight here. Damn this. As you can see here, the hinge is actually holding. It's not very stable. Why it's not stable? Because since it is a two-part thing, this is a single hinge all the way across, the screen has a lot of flex, as you can see. Okay, so the screen has a lot of flex in here. You can see that a little bit. Since I use this for a week or a week or two, maybe 2 weeks. Let me just flip it back. Okay. I just going to show you the bottom. Ouch! Sorry. Okay. You have 10 Phillips screw that you can undo that and access the internal, where you can upgrade the hard drive. 2.5-inch SATA hard drive, SATA HDD hard disk drive, not solid state drive. But if you can install a solid 2.5-inch solid state drive instead of mSATA SSD, I think I can install mSATA SSD here beside the I think it's beside the Intel Wi-Fi, AC Wi-Fi and Bluetooth 4.0 card. Maybe, I don't know. Since this laptop has a 500GB hard drive pre-installed 5400 RPM, not 7200 RPM that you find on the gaming laptop, but for normal use it's okay. For me, I'll use it for normal use. So as you can see, I have ventilation here, which has a fan in it. This is actually intake. Is an intake fan. And you might be thinking, where's the exhaust fan? It's hidden under this hinge. So you might be thinking, oh no, the ventilation can block. No, since there's a I just lift it here. Since there's a space in there, so the exhaust port will exhaust here, either at the bottom or at the top, mostly at the top, because the bottom here you can see is raised a little bit. But if you take a look at the front here, it has a really roomy space here, which is really good. Let me just power on this guy up and see how quick you can boot to Metro UI or Windows 8.1. This is a Windows 8.1 machine. Okay. Oh, my camera is really hard. That's a freaking, I was trying to say freaking tablet. Go ahead and go to start the timer on. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, this is it. Oh, you shut up. Okay, let's go ahead and start the timer. Where's the timer? Okay, and just 1, 2, 3, go. Sorry for your patience. Wait for loads up. 2101, which is really good for notebook this size and its form factor. This doesn't have an SSD as you find on Lenovo Yoga 2 Pro, Lenovo Yoga 2 Pro 13, Yoga 2 13 and Yoga 2 Pro 13. No. The Yoga 2 Pro 13, which has a SSD in there. But you know, this is kind of budget-friendly option. This starts from, this is a not the full spec model, which has the i3 processor, Intel Hashish 4400 graphics, 4GB of RAM, 500GB hard drive, and that's it. And Windows 8.1, of course. If you want a i3 with a NVIDIA graphic card, it has an option. Sorry. Okay. You have an option between a Core i5 or Core i7 or Core i3, of course. This costs 1,700 ringgit, but I buy it for about 1,700 ringgit, which is a little bit cheaper. And your TP300LN CJ132H, which is a Core i3 with a GeForce GT 840M graphics card. Let's see, test the fluidity. Nah, pretty good. Switch pretty fast, despite it has Core i3 only inside. You can get with an i5 model. The i5 and i7 model which have a 24GB M-SATA SSD or M.2 SSD, and with a 500GB hard drive, so you can get a lot more space. But this is a budget-friendly option. I bought this really for really cheap price tag. Obviously, you got this Windows 8.1. You have the multitasking thing. I don't have any apps installed, but you do get a Asus Smart Gesture. Let me scroll with 3 fingers and up. You can bring up this thing, which is pretty cool. And let me show you the Asus bloatware there's installed in here. Okay, thank you. Let me show you the Asus app in here in a sec. A little bit. Okay, you have Asus demo app, Asus flip block, Asus protection tool, Asus install, Asus live update, Asus on screen display, e-manual, splendid utility, uninstall, USB charger plus, web storage and WinFlash, 12 bloatware. But you can uninstall it. Oh, sorry. You can uninstall it by using CCleaner, which is a nice touch. And some bloatware which are not included: Asus Photo Director, Power Director, Audio Wizard, Fresh Paint, Line, Microsoft Office, Music Maker Jam, Netflix, Xeno Reader. That's it. Well, not a lot of bloatware, despite for me. I found out that why why they don't come out with the Cyberlink edition. I like Cyberlink Power Director rather than this one. Can you give me one? Or at least send me a free copy of them. Because I like to use Cyberlink Power Director rather than Asus's Power Director junk. Yeah. So let me just test out some games which I have installed. No, that one. Go to Minecraft. Yeah. So I have TRLE in here as well as Minecraft installed here. If you like to play Minecraft, I don't think this is a really good option for you, because this does play laggy than most PC, even the low-end ones. Despite it has a 13.3-inch display and a 4GB of RAM, maybe it's the 500GB HDD, or maybe a TN panel in here. 3060 by 768 though. 1366 by 768 by a 13.3-inch diagonally display. So I'm just playing here. Of course, I'm playing the mod version. I don't want to play the mod version right now because I want to show you, like, right? Okay, so just okay. Release 1.8, save profile, and play. If you like to play as well, but if you like to play two-player games like me, this is a machine for you. But you have to configure the graphic setting to suit your taste. For Minecraft, no. Let me just close that out. Okay. So this is the review of this Asus transferable flip TP300 LA-DW078H. I'm an Asus time machine, so if you like this review, please comment this section down below, and maybe I will review more phones, like the G Smart Mika, maybe. Please like and subscribe. As always, see you next time.